Again, good morning. This is Dr. David A. Padgett. This is World Regional Geography 1010. I believe this is section 2. Today is August 24th, 2022. Screen. Okay, again, so I'm recording today's lecture only because it is very important that you be able to go back and watch this recording in case you are confused about any of the course rules and regulations or the syllabus or anything like that. And again, so that I don't have to repeat myself over and over and over, unless I have to go back and revisit some pertinent parts of the course syllabus. Okay, so I'm sure a lot of you all are new and you all have probably seen this page before, right? Seen this before, okay? You never know. Some people might have shown up today. So you will go to Access and then eLearn. I'm not going to do it. And then that will bring you eventually to this page, or you'll go to this page. You'll have a bunch of courses, not as many courses as I do, of course. And you'll click on the course that is selected for you for this semester, and that's this section where all your courses will be there. And I'm logged in now as a student, and so I'm logged in as if I'm a student. So you all should see this when you enter this page on a daily basis. You should check in, at least in my class, every day. And so here's the welcome page, and we'll just start right at the beginning. This is World Regional Geography. I'll talk about the content a lot more as we move on. Again, we'll be in person, 9:35 to 11 a.m. Central Time, right here in this room. No more Zooming, no more recording, no more of that foolishness. I'm so glad that, I'm so glad to actually see students in the classroom for a variety of reasons. Again, I'm Dr. Padgett, Dr. David A. Padgett. I'll talk more about that in a minute. Okay, you will have questions. You'll probably have questions throughout the course, and that is my cell phone number right there. You can contact me anytime you need help. You will not get on my nerves if you ask me a question every day, twice a day. Okay, you're not get on my trust. I really mean that. Try it. Text me at noon on a Saturday, not just to say hello. If you have a question, and I'll get back to you. And that's because we're still trying to adjust in this post-pandemic period, and you'll probably need more help than you ordinarily would. Because a lot has been happening, our lives have been turned upside down, and now we're just trying to get back to normal. And you might be confused. Say, oh man, Saturday, I'm confused. I'm in this course page. Just reach out. Okay, I don't care what time it is. Teaching, I know some of you might be, I'm going to find out what your majors are in a minute. Teaching is not a 9-to-5 job at all, in case you all are education majors. Teaching is not a 9-to-5. If you want a 9-to-5 job, pick another major, pick another career. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all time. So make myself available to you, and again, avail yourself. You will not get on my nerves if you text me all the time. What will get on my nerves is if I don't hear from you at all. What is this? It's August. I don't hear from you. September, don't hear from you. October, don't hear from you. Now it's November. I get a text, Dr. Padgett, my name is John Smith. Is there anything I can do to pass your class? No, not in November. I can't help you in November. I can help you now. I got lots of things I can do for you now in September. I can help you in September. But if the first time I hear from you is in November, no. That's too late. Be proactive. And I'm going to find out where our freshmen are in this class. Good, I like freshmen. But this is not high school. High school's over. You know what high school is like. First grade period, what you do? Nothing. Right? Second grade period, what you do? Nothing. Third grade period, you might have picked it up a little bit, maybe with your parents, auntie, grandma, whoever. Baby, what are you doing here? Third grade period, you picked up a little bit. Fourth grade period, you slacked off. Fifth and sixth grade period, okay, I gotta get to the next grade. You can't do that here. You get behind in college, it's over. You will be doing something else next spring or next fall, besides being here. Do not fall behind in college. You cannot fall behind ever. Always stay ahead. Turn your work ahead of schedule. Always set your own deadline. Something's due on Friday, turn it on Wednesday. Right? Don't wait till Thursday at midnight to start working. Oh no, not even that. It might be Friday morning. Assignments due at 8 o'clock. Let me see what this assignment. Don't do that. It might have worked in high school. Y'all are really smart. That's why you're in college. That's not gonna work here. Always stay ahead. Manage your time. I know it's gonna take time to get used to it, you know, because some of you all for the first time in your lives are on your own clock. Y'all haven't slept in a week. You got here on campus, you've been going, wow, have pizza and Pepsi. Haven't seen a vegetable since you left your mama's house, right? I know that hasn't changed since I was in college. But you have to manage your time, because when you waste time, can you get it back? Oh, it's gone. Let me run that weekend back. You know I didn't study all weekend. Let's go back to Friday. Can't do that. It's over. Don't do that. No, it's going to take some time, freshmen. It's going to take some time. So this is your landing page. So the most important part of the landing page is the calendar. So you come to the landing page. Let's start. The Padgett has this festival. Oh my God, we got all these assignments. Yes, that's college. So the first thing that we're going to do is, what you should do is read the syllabus for yourself. We'll go over today. You have 3 reading assignments. Just reading. Everybody here can read, else you wouldn't be here. Just read. Anytime you get a reading assignment, again, for you freshmen, just read it. Okay? Don't read it for comprehension. Don't read it for understanding. Just read it. As soon as you get any reading assignment, just read. You can even multitask. You can even be, on your phone. This is the first time you read. You can even be on your phone and just read it. Your brain is really, really a highly functioning organ. You just read, especially at your age, things will stick in there, you'll absorb things. Even if you don't know it, even subconsciously, you will absorb the information. But you can't read it just once. Read things over several times so that you can fully absorb the information. So the first few things that we're going to do in here is just reading. You'll get a couple of vocabulary words a day, so on and so forth. But today is very important because we have to know what we're doing on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so if you come here and click, sometimes most of the content will be here on the calendar, but not all of it. Okay, so you want to see everything, you go to the content tab, click there, and it'll take you to the table of contents, and you'll see some of the things listed over here on the left-hand side that we'll be going over throughout the course. This recording will be somewhere on that side sometime this week. And so I'm going to put that up just so that you will be able to know what's happening. So let's jump right into the course syllabus. Very important document, folks, very important document. I'm violating one of the rules of public speaking. Any of you all have had a public speaking class? What do? You formally introduce yourself first. And so this is me. If you want to read, I've been at Tennessee State University for 23 years. Been teaching for 28 years, almost 30 years. And so that's correct on there. My office is right down the hall in room 213. This is 219 across my office. It's 213-213. Stop by anytime that you have questions. Again, and you can read about me. Among other things, I've been here for 23 years. I'm also the director of the Geographic Information Sciences Lab. So we have a nationally recognized Geographic Information Sciences Lab. You'll probably be surprised a little bit, unless you took a really good geography class in high school or middle school, and you might at some point in this class say, "This is geography? Why are we doing all this stuff on computers? I thought we were just going to learn where all the rivers and states were and all that. Countries." No, that's third grade geography. Third grade was great. Right? We had naps, recess, snacks. We're not going to do third grade geography in college. This is college geography. It's high tech, highly technical. Every time anybody out here ever get an Uber or Lyft? You might have had taken a Lyft to get to school today, right? Anybody? No, nobody's been on a Uber, right? Okay. Answer the question because I'm just cool like that. I get it. So been Uber or Lyft. You see the little map? That map is part of what's called geolocation services. Uber, while we're at it, let me see if I can. Uber's entire business operates in two or three very simple geographic principles. When the driver, some of you all might see the driver. When the driver sees you on that map, you are at what's called an absolute location. Absolute location is defined by latitude and longitude. Okay, so the Uber driver is at another absolute location. The third absolute location is what? Where you're supposed to go, your destination. Very simple geography, right? Very simple geography, all driven by global positioning systems technology, GPS. That some of you all are almost as old as publicly available GPS. It's only been around since the year 2000. Only been available to the public since the year 2000. That's 22 years. Very young technology. Before the year 2000, the military used to scramble the signal so that if you had a GPS receiver, all you have on these smartphones, you have location devices in them, right? You use them all the time for navigation, right? But before the year 2000, the military would scramble the GPS signal so that terrorists couldn't use GPS. But in order to unscramble the signal, all you needed was something that was called differential GPS. Differential GPS costs $10,000. Any good terrorist has $10,000. So the only people who couldn't fully use GPS was us. It's the taxpayers who paid for it. So in the year 2000, the military unscrambled the signal and it launched what is now a multi-trillion-dollar industry called geolocation service. Right? Uber. Anybody want to take a guess? I think Uber was founded maybe in 2008 or 9. Very young. It might not even be that old. Very young business. Anybody want to take a guess at how much Uber is worth, its valuation? Like if the people at Uber decide to sell Uber tomorrow, how much would that company worth? Anybody take a guess?
Somewhere in the billions?
Oh, no, not billions.
I said billions.
Oh, you said billions? How many billions?
70 billion.
Yeah, about $70 billion. 70 billion, billion with a B. Now, do the math later, okay? What's your name? Shania, you have $1 billion. What's your name? Shadea, you have $1 billion. What's your name? Tanya, you have $1 billion. Who am I? Who am I playing on right now? Oprah Winfrey graduated from where? TSU, right here. Probably was right in this building. She was a communications major. She probably was right, maybe not in no seats, probably right in this building. Oprah, one of the most powerful women in the world, came from right here. TSU, just like you, right? So everybody here, you have $1 billion each, okay? What's that marinade? Could happen. What's your name? Yeah, it could happen, right? You got to believe that, right? So do the math later. What's your name? Alyssa, you got $1 billion too. Now you can't, I'm not just gonna give you $1 billion. There's gonna be rules. The rule is you have to spend it all. Not invest. Spend everything, every bit of it. And you have to spend it at a rate of $500,000 every week. Every week you have to spend $500,000 every week. Every week. That's the rule. Until you spend it all. How long would it take you to spend all that money? Let's take a guess. Just how long? $1 billion, you're spending $500,000 every week. How long do you think it would take? Just take a guess. How many years? How many years?
50.
Somebody's heard this before. 40 years. Think about that. Some of y'all aren't even 20. Right? You'll be almost 60 years old. At $500,000 every week, you just can go shopping. You can get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Birkin bags every week. Bugatti every week. Yeezys every week. And it would take you 40 years to spend $1 billion. How much do it work? About $50 billion. 50 times that. That's how much money that is. And that company isn't very old at all. And it's all running on geographic principles. It's all running based upon the very simplest geographic principles that we'll learn in this class. And you will get your own license in geographic information system software before this class is over. Maybe in about a week, for free. And if I know you're smart, you already know you're smart because you're here to think, learn, and serve at TSU. There's no telling what you can do with this technology if you think about it. There are some things, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm just excited to be back in the classroom. I'm tired of sitting at home. You know how y'all were on the screen. You're in class, you log into your class, put your phone down, go outside. This is me. Miss Jones, can you answer the question? Miss Jones? Miss Jones. Okay, Mr. Jackson. Mr. Jackson. Oh, Dr. Padgett, hold on. I'm at the bank. Really? No, we're not doing that anymore. Right here. We're actually going to be teaching and learning. You know, there's a difference. Who's the education major? Education major. What's the difference between teaching and learning? You 70 billion. Let's go. It's college. Okay. Yeah. Teaching is what somebody does for you. That's what I do. Learning is what you do for who? Yourself. All right. So if I'm in here, I'm teaching, I can come in here, I'm sweating, teaching, and there's no learning going on, what's going to happen? Nothing. Okay. So you have to meet me in the middle. You have to read, you have to come to class, you have to actually ask questions. That's another thing. Ask questions. I had a student that used to ask me 5 questions every class, every day. You know what she got at the end of the semester? A. Because she always was keeping up with what was going on. Every day. Dr. Padgett, Yes. Dr. Padgett, every day, but she got it in the class because she knew what was going on. But if you just sit there, learning an active process or a passive process? Active. We think learning is passive, like when you go to a movie, right? This isn't a movie. What if we understand that with sports, right? If this was a bowling class and the only person bowling was me, how good a bowler y'all gonna be in the class? Y'all just watch me bowl, right? You don't bowl, I bowl, right? Y'all just sit there. What's gonna happen at the end of the class? Are you gonna be able to bowl? No. So you gotta be involved, writing, being active, engaged, asking questions, calling me, texting me. Oh. Just one more thing before now, a lot of us have become very relaxed because of these devices, correct? And I'm a nice person. No, I'm not a nice person. I'm an okay person, but I'm not your friend, okay? Just understand that. We all have friends. I have friends. So I was with one of my best friends this weekend in New Orleans, working. All right, so if I'm texting my friend, I'm like, yo, what up? Where we going? We're going on Bourbon Street? Yo, what we doing tonight, right? That's my friend. But now, if I was to text Dr. Glover, would I say, yo, Doc, what's good? No. So this is a professional relationship we have here. And so you really want to practice communicating in a professional manner. You know, first thing you should do, freshman, even if you're a freshman, go home or go wherever, maybe sitting right there, create a Gmail or Yahoo Mail or whatever account that's your first name and your last name at gmail.com. Or your last name and your first name at gmail.com. If somebody has your same name, maybe your first name, your last name, and maybe some number, right? But you not your last 4 digits of your social security. I'm gonna put that in there. All right. That's your business email. You don't want to email somebody about internship from Big Daddy G at gmail.com. You don't want to do that, right? Because you don't want to do that. So, and if and when you text me or email me or any other professor, correct? First start off with the salutation. Good morning, Dr. Padgett. Good afternoon, Dr. Padgett. That's how you start. Comment. My name is, I don't know who you are. My name is, don't assume that I'm gonna know who you are. My name is David Padgett. I'm a student in your Geography 1010 class, section 2 that meets it. I have a question. Would you mind answering a question for me? You know, show some deference and respect, right? Not, I need you to answer this question. Oh, no. Dear Dr. Padgett, would you please answer the question for me? If you don't mind, I know you're busy, right? What do you get more, what do you attract more attention with? Vinegar or sugar? Sugar, be nice. Be nice to people. You'd be amazed. I know sometimes you're angry, you're in the store, this person gave you some cold fries. You got to get out of your car from the drive-thru. You want to go in there and be like, my fries are cold. Go in there like that. What's going to happen? You went up on YouTube, right? Man, I can't believe you act like that. No, you don't want to do that. You want to go in and say, excuse me, fries are a little cold. Would you mind reheating them? Or just say, how's your day going? Right? Would you mind eating? The person might be having a bad day. Just forgot your fries. You can't go in there hot, right? To get hot fries. Cool, hot fries. So when you email me, I'm at some point I'm gonna get on your nerves. And that's might be, you know, I might be arguing on your nerves. I'm probably getting on your nerves. So, but just take a deep breath. Be nice. Dear Dr. Padgett, I had trouble with this assignment. I read part of it. There's a portion of it that I didn't really understand. Would you mind explaining both? What you do not want to do, don't do this. Don't insult people and then ask them for help. Right? This is what I mean. The instructions you wrote for this assignment are very confusing, Dr. Padgett. Could you please help me? Really? Really? So you're telling me you're going to criticize my instructions and then ask me for help? No. No, that's not going to get you help. Dear Dr. Padgett, I'm confused, right? Take personal responsibility. I'm confused. I know you're working very hard. Could you please help me understand what's going on? Okay. But people have probably done that to you, haven't they? Yeah, some of you all probably have a job somewhere and then somebody comes up and totally insults you and disrespects you. Then can you help me find? I'm confused about the signage in your store. That your store signage is confusing here at Home Depot. Help me get what? Really? Just have some deference and respect. And you really should practice that. You should really practice it, because if you get too relaxed, it'll come and bite you in the behind at the worst possible moment. You'll send an email or a text to someone who might be trying to give you an internship, might be trying to give you a scholarship, and you get casual with it, and they look at that text and email, like, who is this person? Well, is this the application from that student from TSU? Okay, well, we're gonna find somebody else with a scholarship. All right, so you don't want to do that. But just practice. I know, like I said, I'm gonna get on your nerves at some point, but just use some deference. All right. So this is enough about me. You see a lot of technical things here. I also am an entrepreneur. So for those of you who happen to be going into education, you might have to make a little bit extra money, even at this level. But I've owned a consulting firm since 1992. And so I work all over the country, and many times if my company is called GEOG, and so I have numerous clients all over the country, New Orleans, Mississippi, so on and so forth. Black Enterprise Magazine has been a client. So if you become adept at this technology, the world will open up to you no matter what your major happens to be, as you will learn in a few moments. So if you want to bore yourself by reading more about the old professor, you can. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of things here today. All right, very important document here is the syllabus. Eventually it will open up. Go, make this larger. All right, so again, Dr. David A. Padgett, office is right down the hall here in Crouch Hall. Again, 24/7 hotline, helpline. Office hours, really office hours, anytime you have to be in the building, knock on the door. If I'm not with another student, I will assist you. But always reach out early again. Don't wait till the end of the semester to ask the first question. If you want to email, the fastest way to get a hold of me is through my Gmail account, because it's one step to get in there. My Tennessee State University account, if you have something official that you need to ask me about, use that account. That's fine, but just the key thing is to communicate. The textbook, don't worry. Well, yes, start thinking about this. Don't worry, start thinking. This is the textbook. If some of you all, who in here knows you have the bookmark? For sure. Oh, yes. Well, this is on the web, but then fine, it's fine. Documentation is important. This is the textbook, Contemporary World Regional Geography, 4th edition. If you have the book bundle, I'll show you, it's already embedded in the web page. If you do not have the book bundle, there are several places you can get the book. There are 5 copies on reserve in the library. You can actually use the library again now. So 5, you can not take the book out of the library, but as long as you're in the library, I think they give you 2 hours or 4 hours. If you absolutely, positively have no other way of getting the textbook. Next, now you might want to try buying it online from various sources. I know that the administration helps you with this, but be very careful. Be extremely careful when you buy anything online, even a textbook. You might see this book online for $10. Ooh, $10. And you'll put your Visa, MasterCard, debit card in there, and you'll get this book in November, right? Be very careful. By November, can't be very careful. That's what people do to you. Order it today, you get it 3 months from now. So start thinking about that. I'll show you where the textbook is in a minute. Course description, you can read that. learning outcomes, you can read all that. But again, we're going to do some map interpretation, GIS, global positioning skills. Can't promise you we're going to fly drones in here. Maybe we might get into some drone work. We're definitely going to do some remote sensing in here. Remote sensing is when you take the picture from the Earth. That's what drones do. They take pictures from the Earth from outer space, or not outer space, from a distance. It can be from a drone a few feet above the ground, or it can be from a satellite several hundred miles outside of the Earth's atmosphere. Learning general ed outcomes. Okay, so there will be 4 units. Unit A starts today, Introduction to Geography. And so I've already thrown a few vocabulary words at you: latitude, longitude, absolute location, global positioning system, geographic information systems. Those are all vocabulary words for Unit A. Then we'll have Unit B, Geography of North America. Then Unit C, Geography of Latin America. And then Unit D, Geography of Russia and what used to be the Soviet Union, the country that fell apart long before you were born. But the countries, some of the countries are still there. And of course, Russia's been in the news a lot lately. So are we going to cover the whole world in this class? No. This is World Regional Geography 1, and there's World Regional Geography 2. Covers the rest of the world. So that's where we are. Okay, exams. Now, there will be one exam in here. It will be a midterm, and it will be 50 questions, multiple choice, and it'll be administered sometime on or near midterm week. It depends upon what happens this semester. We don't know what's going to happen this semester. We thought classes are going to start Monday, right? Start today. There are people out here still trying to find out where they're going to live. I mean, there's all kinds of things going on. And it's a very exciting time. You all, if you're a freshman, you're part of by far the largest freshman class we've ever had at TSU. The old record was 1,600. Dr. Glover told us last week that there's 2,500 of you all, 2,500 of you all showing up on campus, or at least coming to TSU this fall. That's record 5. The old record was 1,600. So be patient with us. We're trying to get all of you in the institution, but it's not going to be easy. I want to repeat this probably over and over again, but there's no excuse for missing the exam unless you're in the band, or you're on travel, you're on some athletic team. Those no more one-stop. Always find stuff. If you are on a team, band, forensics team, whatever, and you have to miss an exam for an official reason, please get me your schedules early. I know the band, y'all really don't know where y'all are going to be from one day to the next, but I know you have a schedule, right? If you're on an athletic team, I was an athlete in college. I ran track for 4 years on scholarship. I know right now, you know when your games and meets are. That is, if you're on the team. There are people who perpetrate. Really, Dr. Padgett, people lie about being on a football team? Yeah, they got sweats and everything. Got cut 2 years ago. Sweats, everything. DB, no, you're not. No, you're not here 2 years ago when you got cut. You know, but even if you're riding the pine, even if you don't start, you have your schedule. Please, as early as possible. I know coaches are busy. It's crazy right now. Believe this for athletes. This is the craziest time of year. Coaches are trying to get you to take this class, not that class. You can't take that class. Practice in 3, but you know what your schedule is. Get that to me on time. Do not go to a forensics team match and come back and say, Dr. Padgett, I missed past tense the exam because I was past tense at the forensics tournament. No, that's not gonna work. Dr. Padgett, 3 weeks from now, the forensics team is going to be out of town the same day as the midterm. Okay, I can work with you then. But if you tell me after the fact, so just be proactive. Be proactive. You know, so keep these 2 words in mind in here. All right. Always, I don't like excuses, right? You know, don't like them. But if you do have a valid reason, there's a person to contact Dr. William Heitch, his email address, something's on that desk. Contact him first. Tell me about it later. Okay, so what are you going? So that's one part of your grade. There will be reading and writing assignments. You already got one reading assignment. Expect at least one per week. Something's going on. You're going to get assigned something every weekend. Just be ready for it. Count on it. Okay. We're going to do unannounced. Who's ever heard of cahoots? I know you all. All of y'all. Cahoots. Don't you just love cahoots? Y'all tense. I just found out about cahoots a month ago. I didn't know what it was. I was in Pensacola, Florida, I was working with some 9 and 10-year-olds. They were in a summer science camp. Remember those? Parents send you, grandma send you science camp. You try house. 9 and 10-year-olds. And it rained one day. So, oh, what are we gonna do? Because when I do science camp, we're outside with the kids. Rain. I'm like, oh no, we're gonna get indoors, a bunch of 4, 9, and 10-year-olds. We don't want that. And a friend of mine said, do a Kahoot. I said, a what? And man, those kids were like, got competitive. One little boy, he got so competitive, he lost, he broke down. He's not. You shouldn't cry when you're not. You know, broke down and cried, you know. I had to take him outside. I said, don't be embarrassed. That shows you have heart, young man. You got heart. Would you rather have somebody get so frustrated they start crying, or would you want somebody be like, I don't care, I quit? No, you want that person that's going to be emotional, have some passion. I said, don't worry about that, young man. He came back and came in fifth out of 25 students. He came back off of that defeat, frustrated. Young man hit hard. So we're going to do some unannounced Cahoots pop-up quizzes. Only the top 5 student scores will count. So be prepared, be present. That can happen at any time, right? And it will force you over the material. You'll get your grades instantly. So, see another one. Yes, question. Oh, yes, certainly. Yes. Thank you for asking for permission and not just rolling up out of here. All right. There will be geographic information systems assignments. There will be about 1 a week. You'll get your own license. Actually, because you're a student at Tennessee State University, not only will you be able to get a basic license, you can get a full license because you're a student at Tennessee State University. And we have in our GIS, actually it's an Environmental Systems Research Institute campus-wide site license. Since you're a student here and you're paying tuition, you'll be privy to that. Those of you who are planning on being teachers, you have the opportunity to earn a GLOBE certification. GLOBE is a program that is sponsored, a federal program sponsored by NASA, and its primary objective is to improve science teaching at the K-12 level. Very important that we expose young people to science early. That's why I was doing that camp this summer. The earlier the child is exposed to science, the better chance it is that we will see more scientists. We as African Americans are underrepresented in every STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math field. Most critically in the medical field, only 3% of physicians are African American. 3%, even though we're about 13% of the population of the US. You might think, well, gee, why is that a problem? That's a big problem because we are more likely to take care of us than anybody else. And if we are not getting medical degrees, which is a very science-based occupation and career, then we're literally, it's a life or death proposition. Life or death proposition. For those of you, men and women, if you get a chance, think of some food. Anyway, there's a movie produced by Spike Lee's ex-wife. You know who Spike Lee is? His ex-wife produced a movie called Aftershock. Anybody see that movie? Hear about that movie? Aftershock? Anybody? Well, you're not thinking about that right now. Aftershock is a serious situation. Aftershock is a movie that focuses upon the fact that African-American women are 4 times more likely to die. Yeah, man, our mothers put their lives on the line, bringing us into this world, brothers. These women put their lives, have given birth is no joke. We don't get to do it, they do. African-American women in this country are 4 times more likely to die during childbirth than other populations. And why is that? Part of it is because of the deficit of African-American physicians, the deficit of African-American OBGYNs, and people who are outside our community don't take care of our women like we do, right? So woman goes in, says, I'm having chest pains, physician, oh, you're gonna be all right, Gloria, you're gonna be all right. Next thing you know, Gloria passes away due to a blood clot in her lungs, or something like that. You know, all kinds of complications happen with women when they're pregnant. All kinds of complications. It's part of the reason why Mother's Day is the number one most celebrated holiday, not Christmas, Mother's Day, for a reason. You know, it's interesting. In our society, in our culture, one of the things we're going to do in this class is learn about different cultures. You know, in our culture, when it's our birthday, who gets the gifts? We do, right? My birthday's next week, 2 weeks. We get the gifts, right? But in other cultures, on your birthday, who do you celebrate? Who? Your mother. I have a friend of mine, she has 8 siblings, there's 9 of them. On her birthday, on their birthdays, they don't get anything, no party, no gifts, no balloons, no nothing. They go home and they celebrate their mother. Their mother has 9 celebrations every year. Doesn't that make sense? What did you do to get here? What did I do to get here? Nothing. Cried, got smacked on the behind, right? Our mothers risk their lives bringing us into this world. But on our birthdays, you want mommy to do something, right? Now, she gave you life, but you want something on your birthday. No, you should be thinking on your birthday card, thank you, mom. You know, you might have issues with your mom every now and then, especially now that you've gone away to college, you think you've grown, but just thank her, you know. But yeah, African-American women are 4 times more likely. This is one of the wealthiest countries in the world. It doesn't make any sense, does it? And in fact, for all women in industrialized nations, the United States is in last place in terms of taking care of women when and while they're pregnant. You know, I was ignorant. I didn't know that. I didn't know the difference between a midwife and a doula. Anybody know the difference? What's the difference between a midwife and a doula? Y'all don't think about that. Yeah. A doula, that's the woman who assists with the woman while the woman is pregnant. So whatever that is, she takes care of it. You know, it's very important. And of course, the midwife assists during the birth. Yeah, good movie, Aftershock. Not just for women, guys, y'all, you should watch it too. Very important. You will have a whole new respect for sisters after you see this movie. Trust me. You know, I respect sisters anyway. I saw the movie. I was like, wow. Yo, guys, they show a whole birth in there. I mean, whole thing. The whole thing. I had a friend of mine, he has 4 children. The first one, he said, D, I'm gonna be right there in the room with my wife, man, when she has this baby. And his wife was like, no, you don't want to be in here. He said, I'm gonna be right there. I want to catch my son. He said, no, you don't want to be in here. He lasted about 10 minutes. He didn't even see his son when he passed out. So he catches his baby, they had to catch him. Right? Yeah, very important. Aftershock. So how do we get more physicians, more chemists, more biologists, more electrical engineers? You know, we have to start when children are young, and especially with African-American children. We know that having a teacher who teaches science, who looks like our children, that has a significant, more than significant impact upon them. And that's what was so fascinating about working with those 9 and 10-year-olds this summer. I'm not normally around, I don't have any kids, I don't normally I'm not around children that age. I think it was fascinating. You know, like in here when I asked the question a few minutes ago, how many of you all have used Uber? This is us as adults. ain't asking me a question. I beat. I don't know what everybody else gonna think, but if I'm wrong, it could be a trick, right? That's us as adults. Ask those 9 and 10-year-olds. I said, how many of y'all are ready to do some math? Me, I'm ready to do it. Enthusiastic. They want to learn everything. They're like sponges. Why can't we stay like that? Why can't we stay like that? But that's when you get those kids, because they don't care if their friend knows that they want to be a scientist. Now we get to be adults. What's your major? Oh no, man, I'm just here. I'm just here, right? Knowing you're majoring in microbiology or biochemistry, but you don't want anybody. That's not cool. Biochemistry. Oh, you must think you smart. You must think smart with biochemistry. You think you better than us. Okay, now you're self-conscious. But little kids know, I want to be an astronaut. They don't care. Their friends think. So the GLOW program, again, is going to teach, not turn you into a science teacher per se, but get you to at least understand the pedagogy of teaching science to a young person. And you never know where that person might end up. You never know. As a teacher, some things happen to you that somebody will walk up to you when you're 20 now or 18 now, you'll be 38. Somebody will walk up to you and when you're 38, a grown up and say, you were my favorite teacher. You're like, who are you? You won't recognize this person. You know, they were a little kid, now they got facial hair. I'm a marine biologist because of you, Miss Jones, or Miss whatever, you know. Yeah, that'll happen to you. You're like, wow, really? Really? Just because I showed you a whale in the 3rd grade? Yeah, that happens. It happens, trust me. All right, let's get to the weekly article reviews. We'll get that later. You'll have 1 article review due per week, and that will, the article review assignment is to get you into the practice of engaging in research. There is a method for doing research, and we want to get you involved immediately so that by the time you get to do your senior project or even a term paper, you just knock it out. It'll be good. You won't be confused. The time that is not, it's too late to learn about how to do some basic forms of research when you are starting to work on your senior project. I know that seems like it's a million years from now. You're like, wow, Dr. Padgett, I just got here. This is my first college class. You're talking about senior year. Trust me. You'll be sitting here one day, next thing you know, you'll be walking across the stage. Like, wow, it's been 4, 5, 6, 7 years. Wow. I'm graduating? Oh my God. When did that? It's gonna go by so fast. Enjoy your time here. Enjoy your time here. Because you'll cherish it. You'll see when homecoming comes. You know why people come here at 40, 30 years still coming back to homecoming? Because these years, the friendships you make here will be for life. Trust me. Anybody ever hear Slim and Husky? These guys went to school right here, right here, met at TSU. Now, multi-million-dollar business owners. That could happen to you. Lifetime friendships. There's 3 couples that I know who are married and are still married that met in my class. 2 of them sat right there. I sat right there, always talking to each other. Oh, got on my nerves. When I turn around, they talking to each other. Well, now they talk to each other all the time. Yeah. So, yeah, I went to one. I'll show you later. Anyway, so this is very important. Grade. How does the grade calculated? Now, you might have a math major here, but does this add up to 500? No. So there are more than 500 points possible in the class. Right? More than 500 points possible. But all you have to do to get an A in here is get 450 points out of that 500. That's your target. 450. Okay. So there's 2 words. So there's 2 words. There's 4-letter words. Excuse my language in here. There's 2 4-letter words I never want to hear in here. One is quit, and the other one is can't. I don't want to hear I quit, and I don't want to hear I can't do that. That dog. We don't use the word can't and quit. There's no reason for it. As long as you are working, as long as you are completing assignments and not taking any zeros, you should get the 450. You got every opportunity to get the 450. Now, is it going to be easy? Oh, no, it's not going easy. But if you keep working, you will get to that 450. I tell you one thing that my father told me, there's gonna be people that got more money than you to have, there's people who have more resources, there's people who went to better schools, there's people that came from better neighborhoods. You got no control over that. But you know what you can control? How hard you work. You can control that. You know, don't ever let anybody outwork you. Ever. You can control that. People might have every other advantage over you in the world, but you cannot let them outwork you, right? You can control that. You can either not work at all and get what you get, or you can work or grind or hustle and get rewards from that. So if you keep grinding, working in here, there's no way that you can, well, yeah, it's possible, things happen, but you should be able to get to that 450. I'm giving you, you got midterm exams, you have quiz competitions, you got a project, you have article reviews, you have, so some of you have board assignments, pre-service teaching, some of you have GIS assignments, there's writing assignments, there's all those opportunities, and then there's class participation. What's that? So let's say, who have I? What's your name?
Dorian.
Let's say Dorian comes to class every day. Asks every week. I know who Dorian is. He's texting me, Dr. Padgett. My name is Dorian. I'm a student. Can you help me? Text me, asks questions, comes to class, does the assignments, works hard. At the end of the semester, Dorian winds up with 439 points. What's Dorian's grade going to be before class participation? A B. But Dorian's been coming to class, right? Dorian's respectful, nice, works hard. Maybe bumped his head a little bit on the exam. Maybe the midterm exam, he got maybe a 30 out of 100. Just blew it on. And that happens. Some people just are not good at taking tests, right? Now, if Dorian's been doing all of that all semester, do you think I might give this young man 20 points to get for hey? Yes, I'll do that. On the other hand, well, listen, none of you all, let me just make an imaginary student. Let's say the student's David. Say David kind of doesn't show up for class at the time. David, I don't hear from David till the end of the semester. Dr. Padgett, no, doesn't even get my name right. Hey, I'm sorry I missed class. What I missed, this is November. This is David texting me, right? This is David. David might make the mistake of popping off at me one day. Don't do that, right? And then David ends up with 439 points. David gonna get 20 more points? Oh, no, right? So if you are working hard and you are doing what you need to do and you pay attention, then you should, class participation will get you to the next level. I won't mind at all. All of us will bump our head at some point. You might completely fail. You might miss the midterm exam altogether and say, Dr. Padgett, my pet rat died. I'm like, I'm sorry, but 0 midterm exam. Go bury your rat. Sorry, can't help it, right? But if in every other avenue, if you make up for that midterm final, killing it on the Kahoot quizzes, doing a good project, good weekly reviews, doing the GIS assignments, writing assignments, and you get the 439 points, even if you completely whiff on the midterm exam. Oh yeah, I'll give you the 20 points. So never quit, never give up. You know, don't quit. Quitters never win, and winners never quit, right? Anyway, so yeah, so then, okay, so that's the nice part, you know, the syllabus, read it over, watch this video. Now for the other part, we're gonna get into rules and regulations. Yes, we have to have rules. And okay, so I know that we are all wondering about COVID-19, and please exercise patience as this has never happened before, ever. Yes, question. Yes, you know, let me just, if you have to go to the restroom or blow your nose, you don't have to. I appreciate the respect. I'll get to that. As long as you're coming back, you know, that's fine. Okay, so COVID-19 protocols, class meeting format. We're going to be face-to-face, unless there are extenuating circumstances, you know, hopefully nothing will happen. We'll operate per the most recent U.S. Centers for Disease Control guidance on COVID-19. You know, I'm sure you all probably know that they relaxed the guidance. No need to quarantine. If you're exposed to the virus, just come to class with masks, test after 5 days. You don't have to tell me, really, you don't have to tell anybody your health status. Let me see. I'm gonna roll the dice here. I'm gonna go off script here a little bit. No, I shouldn't do this. It's dangerous. I'll do it anyway. Hopefully, let's see if I can. Let's see. Yes. So there's something called, anybody ever hear of something called HIPAA? Yeah, HIPAA is the Health Insurance Portability Accounting Act of 1996. Don't worry about it. But HIPAA, the key word is privacy. Your health information is private. Right. Keep it to yourself. Right. Keep it to yourself. You know, because for a variety of reasons that I won't get into right now. But basically, you know, don't announce. Don't come in here. I've been exposed. No, that's private. Private. It's actually against the law for anyone to share your health information, right? You know, it's against the law. So you certainly shouldn't do it yourself. Right? Nobody needs to know that. So it's a private matter. You don't have. Now you can tell me if you want to, but I'm not going to tell anybody. So again, mask up, test that, you know, test regularly. There's no way that you can avoid getting this virus. You know that COVID and the common cold are in the same viral family, right? Same family of virus. So just how you catch a cold, you can catch cold, of course. COVID was a lot more problematic than the common cold, as we all know. But right now, the variants are more and more and more contagious. So now, even if you are vaccinated and you wear a mask and you do it, you're still going to get this thing. You know, just like a common cold, just like the flu. You can wash your hands. It's just out there. But fortunately for us now, there are ways to keep us from getting extremely sick and dying. You know, most of us. So thank goodness for that. So that's the situation that we're in now. I'm sure all of you obviously figured out that masks are optional. You want to wear masks, it's up to you. I don't. I have them right here just in case I can see the feeling. When here, one of y'all come here, I'm gonna put my mask on, no offense, no disrespect. Now, obviously, if you are incapacitated due to the virus, you become so ill that you can't come to class, then you go through the same missing class. Optional, missing, try to keep the virus from spreading, even though it's almost impossible. Again, I've already mentioned this, geography helpline, early and often as possible. Again, I'm not going to penalize you. You trust me. I know people say that. Call me anytime, and you call them. Who it is? Do you know what time it is? I'm not like, text me. Text is the easiest thing to do, but I don't care if it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I was a student once. Sometimes you're up 2 o'clock in the morning working on something because it's due at 8 o'clock in the morning. Right? Text me. I might be up. Watching, trying to catch up on Married at First Sight or something, right? I might be up, binge watching Bel Air or something, right? 2 o'clock in the morning, I get a text. I'll text you back. Oh, sure, not going to bother me. Like I said, what will bother me is if I don't hear from you until November. Is there anything I can do, Dr. Padgett? No. All right. Now the rest of this is like study guide, just there is a people do not get on the dean's list by accident. People don't get on the dean's list because they're geniuses. There's a difference between being intelligent and being smart. Right? Intelligent means you have a high IQ, you memorize a lot of things. You know people who are, let's say, book smart, but not street smart, right? Intelligence is being book smart. Being smart is like street smart, right? I have a friend of mine, very intelligent woman, bachelor's degree in statistics, master's degree in health science, PhD. But somebody emailed her one of those, she got an email that said, "Hi, I'm Prince Monday from Nigeria. Can you help me get in the United States? If you can send me $20,000, you know she fell for that? All those degrees, all that education, very intelligent, but not very smart. Smart person be like, delete this right away, right? So, but everybody in here should strive to get on the Dean's list. Dean's list is only a 3.0 GPA. That's a B average. All of y'all can do that, right? But you have to work for it. But once you get on the Dean's list, all kinds of things will open up for you. I'll show you later, right? I know you all missed out. They're not canceling balances anymore, are they? So y'all missed out on that thing, right? They were canceling balances. You get their COVID money. Dr. Glover was like, ping, ping, no purge. Everybody's paid up. Right? I don't know if she's doing that anymore. I don't know. Dr. Glover. I know she still has that bag, right? Gloves. But let's say you might have some financial concerns right now. But if you get on that Dean's list, yes, you will get all kinds of opportunities open up to you through scholarships. Yes, you can get scholarships after you get in college. Yes, you can. Look them up. But you have to, almost all of them require you to have a 3.0 GPA. Almost all of them. Once you get that 3.0, the whole world will open up to you in terms of money. We have money at TSU that doesn't get spent. Millions. A, people don't ask about it. B, people don't have a 3.0 GPA. A couple of years ago, I had a student. She was a good student. She worked in my lab for 2 years. And then she came to me, it was her last semester, young lady from Memphis. Last semester, she was broke, had a $2,000 balance. It was her last semester, whole family in Memphis. So my baby gonna graduate. Oh no, but she exhausted all resources, loans, rich uncle, everybody got that rich uncle, she already hit him up, he got no money, right? So Dr. Padgett, I don't have any money. It's my last semester. I don't know if I'm gonna graduate, Dr. Padgett. Everybody think I'm gonna graduate. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? I said, you have a 3.1 GPA. Go on over to the administration building, go to the provost's office and tell them, it's my last semester. I have a 3.1 GPA. They will find you money. Of course you graduate. Of course they're not gonna let a 3.1 Dean's list student not graduate. Even if they have to take band money away, I say that, they will get you across that stage. Or even if you're a junior, it's your last year. So figure out your study strategy. I know this sounds like, this is UNIV 1000, okay, but it's reinforcing UNIV 1000. Figure out a study strategy, figure out what works for you in here. Everybody's gonna have a different study strategy. I'm a night owl, right? When I first went to college, I tried to not be a night owl. So I'm gonna get up at 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm gonna study. I'm worthless. I'm not a morning person. Some of you, don't you hate morning people? You have first thing, hi, everybody up. No, that's not. No, you can text me at 6 o'clock in the morning. Now, I might text you back and be like, look, give me 15 minutes to get myself together, but I'm not, I tried it, didn't work. Then I said, okay, I'm gonna study right after track practice and dinner. You know what happened, right? Track practice at 3, weights, ice bath, calf. We didn't have all these fancy Pizza Hut and all, whatever y'all got. We had cafeteria. You got what you got. Went to the calf, got ready to sit down and study. What happened? So I said, aha, here's what I'm gonna do. After track practice in the calf, went back to my room. I went to sleep on purpose. About 6 o'clock, I'd wake up at about midnight. My brain is working. I'm a night owl. Just knock the work out. Bam, 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 bam. 6 o'clock in the morning, I tried to do calculus problems. 1 o'clock a.m. calculus. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, you got calculus? Yeah, my brain's in that. You might be a morning person. You know, figure out your study strategy to maximize your success. Might not be the same as everybody else's. But at the end of the day, you want to get that 3.0. All right. Getting to that. All right, so here we go. This is, I know we haven't been in class in a while, but I've had these rules all the time. I will do everything I can. You almost never leave here, probably never leave here late. I'll get you out the door at 11. I've been doing this a long time. And we'll probably go to 11 o'clock every day because you pay for 85 minutes of instruction, you're gonna get 85 minutes of instruction. You know, education is the only thing that people pay for and don't want, right? It's the only thing. Only thing that you'll pay for, we don't want it, right? All this education, all this possible information out here, and what do? We don't come to class, not this class, just other class. We will. And think about it. If you went to see what's coming out next, Black Panther 2, right? And you're watching Black Panther 2, and they let you out of the movie early. 15 minutes left in the movie. They're like, well, y'all get out of the movie early. What are you gonna say? Oh, great. We can leave early, right? No, you're not. You'll be in that box office like, hey, I paid for a whole movie. I want to see this last 15 minutes. But if it's class, right? I'll let y'all out early today. Y'all sprinting, knocking each other down, getting out the door, right? But you should be saying, wait a minute, Doc. I paid for 85 minutes of instruction. I want my 85 minutes. I don't want to leave early, right? You know, I actually had a class tell me that one time. I was like, wow, really? Okay, I'm gonna keep on. So, but just wait until I say class is dismissed. Secondly, please remain engaged until the class is dismissed. Don't do this. I know how y'all are, right? This is what y'all do, these young professors, right? Let's say it's, what time is it now? You're not gonna start yet. Maybe about 10:53, y'all have enough geography, right? They're not gonna work with Dr. Padgett. No. And in all seriousness, you should remain engaged in any professional setting. If you're in a meeting in a professional setting, when a decision is made, at the beginning of the meeting or at the end of the meeting, and you're not there, you're drifting on. Next week might be about where you're going to be working next week because you don't work anymore. Remain engaged. And I know it's difficult. I feel so sorry for your generation. I mean, when I was young, TV only had 4 channels. 4, that's it. And it went off at 11 o'clock at night. Played the national anthem, static until like 8 o'clock in the morning, right? We didn't have all these, we didn't have this, we didn't have the internet. You all got stuff all around, just distractions left and right. This, you got all this stuff, all these distractions, social media, all these distractions. I can't imagine raising children now. Oh my gosh, I mean, how do you pick your kids' friends? I'm about to pick my friends. Seriously, they can't do that with y'all now, right? I don't know who your friends are. They all in here. You know, I come home one day, my mother would pull me aside and say, come here. Don't lick that Kevon in my house anymore. Don't bring him around anymore. But Mama, Kevon's cool. What did I say? I got it for Kevon. Hey, Mama said you can't come over the house anymore. You scared of your mom? Oh yeah, you should be too. But now, all these distractions, so many distractions. So it's hard for you to focus. It's hard for you to keep your attention on one thing. But you have to train your body to do that. You have to train your body to do that. Because the biggest shock that happens with my students is when you leave here and you get a real, actual, for real job in your profession. And I tell all of them, call me after the first week. Call me after the first week. I don't care how it's, call me after the first week. And you know what they say after that first week? Dr. Padgett, I was ready to quit. What should I do? Because you have to be focused. You can't tap out at work. You can't be, there's some place where you go to work, they'll turn off they'll have a no service zone. You can't be on this at work. You're supposed to be at work. Right? Now, oh my God, I can't tune out. I'm gonna be on my phone at work. Yeah. But train your body to focus. And it's really, I mean, think about it. You think about it. I mean, some of you all are gonna be teachers. How would you feel? This is your class. You're not done lecturing. Allow it to. You're done. It's not. It's extraordinarily disrespectful. But you can't see it because you're not a PhD. Also, another, we're trying to be professional practice. If you must leave class for any legitimate reason, you know what that word means, right? I mean, you might have a job interview. You might have a dentist appointment. You have no control over when your dentist appointment is, right? Here's what you do. Tell me before class. You can text me, Dr. Padgett. I have a dentist appointment at 10 o'clock, blah, blah, blah. I have to leave class early. Or I have a dentist appointment at 11 o'clock. I have to drive there. I have to leave class early. Do you mind? Really the first thing that you should say in that situation is you should apologize up front. Dr. Padgett, I'm sorry, but I have to leave class early. Why do you apologize? Because when you get up, you're disrupting the class, right? You don't mean to disrupt the class, but you can't, unless you can turn yourself invisible and float out of here like a ghost. When you stand up. Now, you might, like I said, it's a legitimate reason. I'm not going to tell you can't go to your dentist appointment. I'm not going to, you can't leave here, right? But tell the person in advance. I mean, I'm not telling you anything that I wouldn't do. Do you think if I was in a meeting with Dr. Glover, let's say I'm sitting out there, it's a faculty meeting, Dr. Glover speaking, I know I have to leave early, and Dr. Glover's in the middle of her talk, what's going to happen if I'm like, oh, Dr. Glover's up there talking, I just packed my stuff, and I'm walking out of the room. What do you think is going to happen? Dr. Padgett? Yes, ma'am. Where are you going? I'm not finished. No, what I would do is I would tell Dr. Glover beforehand, Dr. Glover, I apologize. I'm going to leave early. I have to teach one of my 10 classes. I'm very sorry. I'm going to leave early. You know what she's going to say? Okay, now, it's fine. Same thing in here. Now, don't get me wrong and don't take this personally. Will I believe that you're leaving for a legitimate reason? No. This is after 30 years. I'm kind of jaded. I've been doing this for a long time. And this might come as a shock to you, but students lie. Lie about anything. I've had people lie about being pregnant. I've had people lie about fake. I've had people lie about having cancer. I've had people lie about everything under the sun. I've had people lie about being deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan. I don't believe anything you all say. Don't take it personally. Don't take it personally. Don't take it personally. I'm jaded. I'm hard. I had one guy, he almost got it. First day of class. Came to me, tears streaming down his face. Dr. Padgett. By now I'm hard. I don't believe you. Dr. Padgett. Oh, my mother passed away. That was the first day. He has no reason. People start lying usually at midterm. Right? He has no reason. It's the first day. Maybe his mother really did pass away. This is the first day of class. So can you work with me? I can go back and forth to Atlanta. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. I'm trying to help him. I'm the only child. I'm the only child. I get it. So I'm letting him turn and stuff, maybe working with him. He's missing class, working with me. October, he walks up to my front of the class, tears streaming down his face. Dr. Padgett, I said, what's wrong here, man? My mother passed away. I said, again? Yeah, he got his lie mixed up. Can you? Yeah, it happened. True story. True story. And I said, you know this is your last day, right? Don't come back here anymore. You're done. I said, but on the way out of here, there's a performing arts building over here. I don't know what your major is. You got a gift, son. Crowd on cue. Fool me. Go over there and maybe we'll see you on the screen. He was in my class one time. You know, now he's in Black Panther 6, right? But so I probably won't believe, but like I said, be respectful. Let me know ahead of time if you have to leave class early. And that's just practicing professional respect. No sleeping in here. And I know you're gonna feel sleepy. Some of y'all might have just got off work and you're coming to class. I get it. Some of y'all working that third shift and grinding out from class. But no sleeping. But if you can stand up, go out, put some water on your face. Nodding, I know some y'all be here sometimes. I don't mind nodding, but I've had people come in here and just put the head down and go to sleep. No, we're not doing that. Come on, man. This is college. Let's see. Late. I'm not going to get on you for coming to class late every now and then. But just we've been that, blah, blah, blah. Again, excuses, this class, Dr. White. Oh, this is very, wait. Oh, this is very important. Very, very, very important. Okay. Okay, so here is my late assignments policy, right? Anything that's turning late, we dock 1 point for every 12 hours it's late for a maximum of 5 calendar days. In other words, every assignment has an extension built in automatically. So you don't have to ask me, extension. You have an extension. You miss 1 point every 12 hours. Most assignments in here will 25, right? So there's no reason to get 0 ever, right? Things happen. You might just forget about the assignment. Right? Oh, is it something due today, Dr. Padgett? Yeah, okay. We'll turn it in a couple of days later. You might lose 3 points. You still get 20 points, 21 points. That's a B. I don't even have to know why it's late, unless it's official university. You don't have to tell me. So all your lies, your stories, great-great-grandma dying, all that, keep great-grandma alive in here. You don't have to tell me anything. Got called into work. I don't need to know anything. Just turn it in late. Take your little 1-2 point L and get your B. Or sometimes you can turn something, get 2 points off, and get 23 out of 25. That's still an A. Every assignment has this. Okay, so don't worry about that. And the reason that I do that is I would rather have you spend a little extra time and do your assignment well instead of always do and you turn in something that I don't even want to read at the last minute. I'm like, what is this? I don't want to read this, right? So I want you to do your work well. If you turn in the day or two late, no problem. I don't even have to know why it's late. Just turn in. Every assignment has an extension. So just remember that. Okay, I know people are going to forget, but just remember that. Let's see. Blah, blah. Oh, academic honesty policy. Let's see. Oh, I know we're not gonna have this problem here, but no cheating. No cheating. I know what you think Dr. Padgett's old. We got these new school ways to cheat now. Don't try it. Don't cheat. Watch it. You're gonna get an F. Earn the F. Get your own F, right? That's gonna happen. Everybody fails at something. There's nothing wrong with failing as long as you learn something from it, right? If you know you didn't study for the exam and it's the midterms coming, you're gonna get that flag, and you're gonna get an F on it, just go ahead and take the F. Take the F. Don't try to cheat and get suspected. Keyword there. Suspected of academic dishonesty. And I'll toss you out of here. Right. So don't do that. Just don't cheat. I know I'm not a problem with that because we don't cheat at TSU. We think, work, and serve. Anything else? All decisions made by me are final, and I can change this document at any time. Okay, I promise you some vocabulary words. I guess we'll talk about them next time. And We didn't get to them today, but we'll get to them right now. We're here. I want you to look up these words. These are 3 geographically based words. And see, we get a nice big font. And this relates to what we've been going through recently. It's pandemic. And pandemic, epidemic, and endemic. And so I know for some of us in here, you might think, well, what does geography have to do with disease? There's a strong relationship between geography and diseases. So we'll discuss these 3 words, pandemic, epidemic, and endemic, when we come back next time on Monday. So be safe, freshmen, you know, don't, you know, I know y'all are doing what you do here as freshmen. Be safe, all right? Are there any questions, last minute questions?
How would go to the website?
Oh, you go to the landing at TSU, access eLearn. All right, well, I will see you all, class dismissed. Good seeing everybody in person. We'll do this again on Monday. I'll actually take roll. Carry with you. So happy to see you all. I'll do it. This class? Oh, room 219. Oh, yeah. Oh, your next class is in here? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm leaving. Say again?
Humanities.
Oh, it's right there. It's right here.
I can walk over there.
Each one. Help.
I have
Yes.
the
IT building.
Yeah, because my e-learning is not.
It's in that same, it's in the back of the humanities. Help desk for me? Yeah, it's in the back of the humanities building.
So it's in the back, like.
The front of humanities faces out to the campus, that circle. And the back of that, it's right off of the old courtyard. You know, with all the Greek organization. You'll see it. There's a big sign.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
you're welcome.